Becca and welcome to another Young Living video. This is a super different one than really any of the ones I've done before, so I'm pretty excited. Since getting pregnant, but also kind of over the past year, a big thing in my life is I've been trying to ditch and switch a lot of toxic products in my home and bring in natural products that are free of things like fragrance and parabens and chemicals and all of those different things. And one brand obviously that I use a lot of is Young Living because I gain rewards back and I get free products all the time. I can choose what products I want for free, that kind of deal. So I've decided I really want to start getting into non-toxic makeup next because I've already ditched and switched a lot of my household items. So makeup being the next step, I decided to grab the Young Living starter kit for Savvy Minerals. That is their makeup line. That is just a non-toxic beauty line. I will give a quick little disclaimer. If you know non-toxic beauty brands, whether it's skincare or makeup that you love, let me know down below because I am completely open to trying other non-toxic brands. I just happen to use a lot of Young Living, and a lot of you guys that are watching this video probably are with Young Living or you're considering being with Young Living. So you're kind of here for the Savvy Minerals. But I really want to try a lot of other non-toxic brands and be able to share videos on them as well. But getting into it, you can always go to my Young Living playlist down below if you want to see other oily videos, but we are going to get right into this. I did unbox this in a separate video, so you can see that in my Young Living playlist. I'll probably link it down below as well. But what comes in it is 3 different mineral eyeshadows. You get a lavender oil, you get a misting spray, and then you also get a blush, foundation, brush, and a lip gloss. So those are the main products I'm going to use, and then a couple other products I have from Savvy or Young Living. And we are just going to test out this starter kit and see how I feel about it. I have not used it yet, and I'm not a mineral makeup person, so I'm really nervous about this, but I'm also really excited. Starting out, I'm going to go in with the eyes, and I have the rose ointment from Young Living. A lot of people say this is a good eye primer, so I'm going to try it for that, but honestly, I would say that any kind of like sticky eye primer should work pretty well. I think that with loose powders, you really want like a sticky base is what it seems to be. So hopefully this ointment is good for an eye primer. All right, now honestly, I wouldn't necessarily use the 3 colors together very much that it came with, but I'm gonna do it for this video, so I try every product in the Savvy starter kit. So the first of the eyeshadows I'm going to use is called Best Kept Secret. It is a matte color, and it's pretty much a skin tone color. So I'm just going to use a brush. This is from like Wet n Wild. And I'm going to set the entire eye area. It's a little darker than I wanted. Next, I'm going to use the color Unscripted. It is also a matte, and it's kind of a purpley color, which honestly, I don't like how purples look on me, but I just put some in the cap there. And I'm gonna try to just put this all over the crease and the outer V, I guess. Since I'm only using these 3 eyeshadows, I kind of have to make it do a lot more work than I might otherwise, but we're just gonna go in and see what happens. So the last shade I'm going to use that comes in the starter kit is the shade Spoiled, and it is kind of like a peachy, shimmery shade. I can show you guys what it looks like on dry, but I know people say to foil it, so I'll put it on normal quickly just so you can see what it looks like, but then I'm going to wet it and get a better color probably. Yeah, as you can see, there's not too much pigment. I mean, there's a color there, but it's not anything all that exciting. So I am going to mist it with the misting spray that does come in the starter kit as well. You're supposed to use this with like all of this stuff, I guess. So I'm gonna spray that brush a little bit so that it can be nice and wet, and then I'm gonna go in. I do kind of feel like I have to use a lot of product. So I don't know if that means I'll run out of this stuff like really quickly or not. So that kind of makes me nervous, to be honest. but maybe as I learn tips and tricks, I don't know if maybe I won't have to use as much product. I just feel like I have to use a lot with this. But I am new to mineral makeup, as you guys probably know. If you've seen my makeup videos, you know I'm not a mineral makeup person. But I am trying to make that switch, at least in like my everyday makeup routine. You know, I don't need to be full glam every single day. There's a lot of toxic chemicals in our makeup. So I want to switch to non-toxic makeup, at least for like my everyday life. I think I gave a decent pigment. Mineral makeup is supposed to be natural, so it's not going to be anything crazy like I might be used to, but those are those 3 shadows. I need to work with them more to see how I feel. Alright y'all, so this does not come in the starter kit, but I am going to use my Savvy Minerals mascara. I've had this like forever. I think it re-came out last year when I first joined Young Living, so I am going to use that just so I stay on the Savvy Minerals train as much as I can in this video, because I don't have Savvy for every single part, like facial part I put makeup on. Now I do think this is a pretty good mascara for like a mineral mascara and a natural mascara. The only thing is that if you have watery eyes, you probably wouldn't do well with this mascara because it doesn't fully dry down. Alright, so that is it for the eyes. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't know. I mean, for an everyday, like very natural makeup look, I don't think this is bad, but I want to move on to the foundation, which is like the main reason I got this starter kit. This is the Warm 2 foundation, and I took a lot of the tips people had before starting this video, and they say to like over moisturize. So I did use the Sandalwood Moisture Cream and like way over moisturized. I don't have the primer just because this is just a starter kit video. But a lot of people say that their primer makes a really big difference as well, but I don't have that, so I just did some like insane moisturizing. But I have the brush from the starter kit and the misting spray from the starter kit, and they pretty much say just to spray your brush before each like use and dip it into the foundation, and then I guess tap off the excess. This is what I've seen everyone do, so I'm just hoping that this works out. And then pretty much just swirl it around the skin. So we are gonna go around and do 1 layer all over the face and see what kind of coverage I can get. Again, I already just feel like I have to use so much product. And that could just be because I've never used this before, but that does make me nervous whenever I kind of feel like I have to use like a lot, because then I know I'll run out a lot sooner. Okay, so this is with 1 layer. I don't know what you guys can see on camera, but I think the camera's a little more telling than just me looking at it. Mineral foundations aren't supposed to be full coverage. This isn't a full coverage foundation. This is a very everyday natural foundation. And I will definitely say it's very light coverage. I don't think it covered up any like acne scarring by any means. It kind of looks patchy on my forehead. But yeah, I would definitely say it feels like I need to use a lot of this. I'm tempted to go in with another layer. I think I might, just to see if I get a little more coverage, because that's kind of the point of this video, is to test it all out. So I am going to spray this again and just go in a little bit more to see if I get any extra coverage. I don't know if that really added coverage or not, if I'm being honest, but that is what I'm going to go with and what I'm going to keep and move on from. I know a lot of people still use concealer along with their Savvy foundation. I happen to not have a like Savvy concealer, so I'm not going to use anything because the point of this video is to test out the starter kit. But if you know any non-toxic beauty brands that have a good concealer, definitely let me know, because right now I use the Shape Tape usually, but I want to get non-toxic makeup, so let me know. But we're going to move on to the blush quick, and the blush that comes in the kit is I do believe You're Blushin', and it is a mineral blush, so I am going to spray. I'm going to use a regular blush brush just because there's not one that comes in the kit, but I am gonna spray it just like once or twice because I think that's gonna help a lot. I'm gonna spray it once per side because I think that's gonna help it build the color. Oh wow. See, that kind of has, I don't know if you guys can tell, I feel like that has actually pretty good pigment compared to the foundation, ironically. Like, that's really pretty. Ooh, and it does have a shine to it. It's not like overly shiny or anything crazy, but it definitely gives you a little glow to where I don't necessarily have to use a highlight if I don't want to, which I'm not going to because I don't have a Savvy Minerals highlighter and I'm just using the starter kit. But let's do the other side. The blush I don't feel like I have to use as much product with as I did with the foundation. This seems like it goes on with very little product, like really, really easily, which is nice. Ooh, I really like that. I don't know if you guys, I can never tell in the viewfinder what you guys can see, but I think that looks really, really pretty. It has a nice glow to it, so I'm already happier with how the foundation looks just having this blush on top of it. Now, obviously, since I just have the starter kit, I don't have a bronzer from Savvy yet, but I do need to put some bronzer on. I'm sorry, like it has to happen. So I am going to use my Tarte like Shapen Clay or whatever it's called. Tarte is not a non-toxic brand, but they are cleaner than a lot of other brands. The last thing to go in with from the starter kit is the lip gloss, which is in the shade Embrace. I do have a lipstick I'm going to put under it, so I'm just going to show you guys a quick swatch of the lip gloss so you know what it looks like without the lipstick. But it is just a super, super nude color. It's not going to give much color, but it gives a really nice shine, as you can see. It's basically the color of my natural lips. But I am going to put on their lipstick in Daydream first, which is also like the same color, honestly. But it'll give me a better base. Alright you guys, so that is it for testing out the Savvy Minerals starter kit from Young Living. This is the final look that I came up with, and I think this is really, really nice for an everyday makeup because I don't put a lot of makeup on every single day, but I like to put something on to feel like I'm put together. So first impressions, I think the eyeshadows are fine. They're not necessarily colors I would use every single day, but I do think I would use these a lot going into spring and summer because they're a very natural look. As you can see, you know, it looks like I have a little bit on my eyes, but it doesn't look like anything crazy, which is definitely nice. And then let's see the foundation. I will say the foundation really looks like it pulls together a lot more after I put on the blush and bronzer. It does feel like I had to use a lot of foundation to get any coverage. So I'm gonna work on that and see if I can get any tips and tricks on not having to use as much of it. It definitely doesn't cover like acne or scarring, but it does like even out the skin tone really nicely. So it's something that I would use just on a basic everyday basis. It's not gonna give me glam makeup, of course, or full coverage, but I don't expect it to either. And then the blush I loved. I think the blush is my favorite item. I think it looks the best. You know, the foundation I have to work with a little, but the blush I think looked really, really pretty. And then I like the lip gloss as well. It is just a regular kind of like smooth. It's not sticky. It doesn't give any crazy color, but I really like it. Let me know if this helped any of you guys out there who might be trying out Savvy or are considering trying it out. Let me know what other videos you want to see with like either Savvy Minerals or maybe other non-toxic beauty brands, because I'm really trying to get into making my skin and makeup routine completely non-toxic over time here. So let me know what you want to see. Be sure to check out my other Young Living videos down below, as well as my pregnancy playlist, because those are the other videos that I make here on my channel. And I will see you guys in my next video.